All right, we are starting Module 6 tonight, and in Module 6, we learn about data and representing data. So how to gather data, information, and how to represent it or show it. And the first few lessons, I believe, are going to be things that are pretty familiar to you. A lot of younger grades do this sort of stuff with their morning meetings and things like that. So let's make up, like, let's pretend we were at school and we were going to make up some data about favorite ice cream flavor. So I'll put that up here as our title. Favorite ice cream flavors. Okay, so that's the title. That's what we're showing here today. And then I have to give us some options, and we have to find out how many people like each one. So I'll give 5 options today. 2, 3, and then when I split this, we'll 4. Okay, so my 5 choices, again, pretend we were doing this in class, would be chocolate, vanilla, we could do strawberry, do mint chocolate chip, it's going to go a little too far out of our box, but that's okay. And my personal favorite, cookie dough. And then what we would do is we would somehow gather that information. We'd see how many people liked each of these. So these are our flavors, and on this side of our chart here, we are going to figure out how many people like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, mint chocolate chip, and cookie dough. So you would either go around and ask those people, or maybe I put a message on the board and you had to go up and put a tally mark. But somehow we're going to collect that information. And I'm going to make it up for you now. Let's say that we found out that 4 people like chocolate, and we'll count our whole class plus me, so we'll have 21 people total. We'll see. 5 people like vanilla, 2 like strawberry, so what do we have? 11 now. We had 4, we'll say 4 like mint chocolate chips, so we have, I forgot where we said we were at. 4, 9, 11, 15, and then so 6 liked my personal favorite, cookie dough. So now we have our data, and this is often how you'll see it represented, or the other way you'll see it represented with the actual number. It might say 4, 5, 2, 4, and 6. And once you get that, now you have to represent it in a graph as well. So let's show you what that looks like. A graph is going to have, the graphs that we're working with at least are going to have, they're going to look a lot like this. Okay. And on one side, this is tricky, I have to write it sideways. It is the number of people in this case, because again, we're measuring number of people that like each of those things. So this is like usually the number of whatever it is you're measuring. And down here are my flavors, and I'm going to leave myself room to write those flavors in. So I'm going to write in, this is tricky again to write sideways. So I'll write chocolate. I might have to abbreviate these. We'll call that vanilla, strawberry, mint chocolate chip we'll just call MCC, and cookie dough we'll call CD. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that you can go from here. The type of graph I'm going to show you today is just a picture graph. We're going to use pictures to represent the number of people that like each thing. Again, that's not the only type of graph. We're going to learn about a lot more, but for starters, let's do that. So you would see something like, we use a heart because I believe that's what they use today in your work. So if 1 heart, let's put that up here, equals 1 person, then it's pretty straightforward. If there are 4 people that like chocolate, we have to put 4 hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's my spacing now. I can't go over here and make the other ones really close to each other. I have to space them out about like they are. Vanilla has 5, so we'll line that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it has an extra one up there. Okay. Strawberry only had 2, so I can put 1 on the first line and 1 on the second line. Mint chocolate chip had 4. 1, 2, 3. That needs to line up exactly with chocolate because they both have the same. And cookie dough had 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my own video's in the way here. 6. Okay. So you can see from this that cookie dough is the favorite because it's the highest. It goes up the furthest on our graph. We can then see that vanilla is second, chocolate and mint chocolate chip tied for third, and strawberry is our 5th favorite flavor. So that's if you have a graph that shows where 1 heart equals 1 person. And that's what your work today is going to ask you to do. I'm reasonably confident in that. But I do want you to know that that's not always how it works, especially here in 3rd grade, because I know that we're going to move to some different representations, and I want to give you a heads up about that. So you might have a situation where 1 heart equals 2 people. So every time I draw a heart or click a heart on here, that's going to show 2 different people. And that's relatively straightforward for our first one, chocolate, because there's 4. So we'll go, all right, 1 heart equals 2, and 1 heart equals 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, or 2 times 2 is 4. And for vanilla, I can say 2, 4, and then, oh, I can't put another heart, can I? Because if I put another heart, that will show 6. So what I have to do then is draw half of a heart, because half of a heart will show me just 1, because it's half of 2. So I have 2, 4, and then 1 more is 5. Strawberry is straightforward. It just has 2, so it gets 1 heart. Mint chocolate chip is straightforward because it has 4. So 2, 4, and then cookie dough is going to get 2, 4, 6. Now, this time you can see that cookie dough and vanilla ended up on the same line. They went equally high on our graph. So you need to look at them a little more closely and see that cookie dough got a full heart, whereas vanilla only got half of a heart. So again, cookie dough had more than vanilla had. So that's just something to watch out for. I know that that's something that is going to start occurring in our work, and you need to be on the lookout for it. It could show you that whatever symbol we're using could equal 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. Just be on the lookout for that information. If they're ever going to do that, it's going to be noted on the graph somewhere. It's going to tell you that 1 heart equals 2 people. They're not just going to do that without you knowing. If you guys have any questions about this, ask me in our daily meeting or send me a message and I will get you some help on it if you need it. All right, guys. Good job today, and keep